Hello and welcome to this experiment to find out if this stuff works. This is Bonsilage additive that you put in forage harvesters, etc. But is it necessary, and do you get back the money that you've paid for it in the yield when you harvest? We're going to find this out today. So this field I've cultivated, and we're going to do things precision farming style. So the first thing to do is to analyse the field. So let's just click on it. If I can, yes, that's fine. And then, yeah, purchase soil information. Fine, okay, and so we should find that our nitrogen is pretty bad, which is why this massive 500 horsepower Fendt 1050 tractor is here to help us put down some slurry to raise the nitrogen levels on the field. Next thing we need to do is spread lime to correct the pH balance on the field. So the next thing I'm going to do is put corn in the ground using this Horse Maestro drill, and you'll probably notice I haven't put any fertiliser in because we've already fertilised the field and we're going to fertilise it again at first growth. So that's the corn in the ground. So now we just need to wait for first growth. So now we have first growth, and we have this more appropriate Case Farmall tractor to help us put the second lot of fertiliser on the field. Very good. And the last thing we have to do is to get rid of the weeds. Also using the Case Farmall and the John Deere sprayer. Okay, that's all we can do. That's all we can do. So, alright, let's just put the thing to bed and we will wait for harvest time. Okay, it's harvest time and we need a forage harvester. So let's find one of those. We'll use a class Jaguar 960 TerraTrack. I might as well buy it. I've got £1 million, so it's fine. Yeah, that's fine. And we will have also the the Orbis header, and we'll put it to like 10 miles an hour, so we're not here all day. So fine. And the most important thing now is to get some of this additive. So we will buy 10 of these. Okay, but I'm not going to use them yet. I'm going to harvest first of all without the additives. So before we start harvesting, actually, something very important for me to do is to save the game and turn off autosave interval and then save it again, because I need to come back to this very same point, so when we harvest it next time it'll be exactly the same as it is now and we get a true representation of yield. So let's get started. Okay, this is the final bit of the harvest without additive, remember, and let's see, once we've finished, how much we've taken off the field. Right then, nothing's come out the front, so let's switch our info on and see how much we've got in here. Okay, we've got 204,746 litres. And I've made a pretty bad job of putting it in the in the bunker silo, but anyway, let's go again. I'm going to immediately quit out and come back into my save game. Okay, we're exactly where we were 5 minutes ago. So what I'm going to do is fold this up and go over and put some additive in it. Okay, it takes 20 litres and each thing costing 2,900 is 60 litres, so it's a third of it's about 1,000 euros for what I've just put in here, but we'll sort it all out at the end. Okay, let's go again. So this is the end of the harvest when we used additive, and the first thing I want to see actually is how much additive we've used and how much it cost. So I'm going to need my calculator for this because we started off with 20 litres of additive in the tank, and we now have 14.34, so we've used 5.66 litres. So 5.66 litres times 498 is 2,820 euros and 57p. And I'm going to make a note of that because we need to see what our corn is worth today. Actually, before we see how much things are worth, we need to know how many more litres of corn we have. So let's just get this lot taken out. Shouldn't take very long. So alright, if I put my information on again, we have in here today 214,333 litres. Now I made a note before, we had, before additive, when we didn't use additive, in the silo we had 204,746 litres. So we have 9,587 more litres of corn, of chaff. But how much is it worth? Because we've paid 2,820 euros 56 for our silage. Let's have a look and see how much more we've made for this much extra chaff, about 10,000 litres. Alright, I have to fess up to something now. That chaff isn't saleable on this map. I don't know if it ever is saleable, but I can't find it. So what I'll just assume is that we've turned this stuff into silage because it's in the silage pit anyway. So the best price for silage today is 318 litres. So if we multiply 318 by 9.5, because we had 9,500 extra litres, it comes to 3,021 euros. That's how much we would have made extra by adding additive, and the additive cost us 2,820.56. So in other words, we've made a tiny little bit extra because we've had to pay for the additive. Our actual profit today is £200 or 200 euros 44. So the conclusion is it's worth putting in, but you know, you get more but not much more. So thanks for watching, and please leave a like. Bye for now.